We are united in our condemnation of racial injustice and the murder of Black citizens in our national and local communities.
We are united in our commitment to dismantling systems of oppression against Black students and students of color in our school communities.
We believe that our schools are sacred places grounded in love for Madison's youth.
We believe that honest conversation with regard to racial bias and racist practices is paramount to progress.
We are anti-racist leaders and allies.
We are the principals of Madison's 6 high schools.
We are united.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Tonight, we are celebrating the East High class of 2020. Although the year didn't end as you had hoped, make no mistake about it, you have reached a milestone.
You certainly are going through a different experience than we did. When I graduated from SPASH in Stevens Point, I was caught up in the commotion of graduation. All the grad parties, family that was in town, the class picture. What I didn't do that you certainly can was take enough time to slow down and reflect.
Yeah, similarly, when I was at Highland High, I was looking ahead to what was next. I couldn't wait to throw my cap, get out of town, get to college. That moment to pause and be proud is really important, especially given all that you've been through during this pandemic.
And we wish you could have had the same experiences that we did when we were seniors. Sports tournaments, competitions, prom, class trips, the list goes on and on. We can't imagine the disappointment you must have felt when you heard the news those events were canceled.
But we are so proud of you for how you persevered through to the end of a challenging year. You should all be proud of yourselves as well. Take some time during graduation to remember the good times. You don't have to let these circumstances define your entire high school experience.
Right now is a time to celebrate. Celebrate what you have done and what's ahead. So here's to you, the Madison East High School class of 2020.
Welcome, graduates, friends, family, faculty, and staff, to this special celebration of the Madison East High School class of 2020. Born to make history. Presented by News 3 Now and streamed live on Channel 3000.
Good evening, Madison. Eastsiders, friends, alumni, staff members, families, and students of East High School, and most importantly, the soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2020. It is my distinct honor as principal to welcome you to this extraordinary graduation ceremony. Standing here in front of a camera in the mostly empty Margaret Williams Theater from the campus of East High School, while the rest of you watch from home, marks the culmination of a surreal closing chapter in your high school careers that none of us could have predicted. We know that you would prefer to be sitting in the Kohl Center right now, that you'd prefer to have had your prom, to have finished your winter and spring sports seasons, maybe even won state, to have performed in the spring musical, choir, band, and orchestra concerts, to have received your senior awards here in the theater in front of friends and family, to have done so many things, and to have said your goodbyes to your classmates and teachers and walked out of our building on your own terms. This year you have been denied those traditions, but your story is still a success story, and one of the most unique in the nearly 100-year history of this school. We already knew your talent and what you could do with it before the doors of this building were closed nearly 3 months ago. But now you will also be known as the class that sacrificed these traditions for something bigger, the health and safety of your community. You may have chosen to be that class, but we are indebted to you nonetheless, and your sacrifice has only deepened the impact and the example that you have set for us over the past 4 years. And let's be honest, the class of 2020 was not going to peak in high school and sit around someday talking about how high school were the best 4 years of your lives. You are ready to move on to the next chapter. You have places to go and things to do. And I know that as graduates of East High School, a community that values diversity and the importance of looking out for each other, you will become the leaders that we really need. More compassionate, more willing to take responsibility for the health of our planet and its people. more able to celebrate the differences among us, including race, language, ability, country of origin, and identity, more willing to question the status quo and dismantle systems of inequity, more able to adapt yourselves to the changes in the world around you, just as you are right now. In so many ways, you are already better than us, and you have already begun to lead. On a personal note, you were my first class as a teacher at East, and we've been through a lot together. And I have learned far more from you than I ever could have hoped to teach you. On behalf of those of us who are lucky enough to work at East High School, we are grateful to you, and we can't wait to hear where your story goes next. With that, it is my honor to introduce to you a student who represents many of the best qualities of the class of 2020. Smart, resilient, willing to take risks, unafraid to speak truth to power, committed to social justice, and defiant of the labels that the world tries to put upon her. Like all of you, she is a student who doesn't need me to stand here and tell her who she is, so I'll step aside and let her speak for herself. Student Congress President, founding member of the citywide Black Student Union, and speaker of the East High graduating class of 2020, Miss Denaria Rowe.
You know, I never understood why one of the first questions a person will ask a high school senior is, what are your plans after graduation? A question I'm sure every senior has been asked at least 100 times this year. A question that most of us have memorized and changed so much to the point where we're tired of repeating it. Better questions for people to ask us would be, are you happy? How are your classes going? What's on your mind? How is everything in your world? How do you feel? If we were to ask these questions more often, you might find that most of us were probably up late the night before trying to finish an assignment that was due in the morning. You would know that a lot of us struggle to get the recommended 8 to 10 hours of sleep most nights. You would know about the times that we've trapped ourselves in our thoughts and convinced ourselves that we are incapable and wanted to give up. You would know how much our futures cross our minds in the middle of the night because of that one question, what are your plans after graduation? I read a quote once that said, you do not experience time, only the present moment. And this to me means that it's not about what is going to happen, it is about what is happening right now. It is about the conversations and the laughter that you share with the people around you now. It is about the work that you put in now that will determine your outcome. A lot of the times we worry so much about the future that we neglect the present. But it is in this moment that we need to take advantage of the time we have and reevaluate. Reevaluate how we greet each other, how we treat each other, and how we form relationships. If we look so far ahead, we will fail to realize that what we are doing now is the real impact on our end goal. If we look too far ahead, we cannot understand how we have neglected others. This year, I learned the true importance of relationships and friendships, and how those relationships and friendships help us to reach our goals. I learned that every moment counts, because even if it isn't your favorite, it still has made an impact on who you are. Class of 2020, as we begin to start this new journey into adulthood, I want you all to think about the impact that you have had, that you have, and that you will have on this world. Be mindful of who you have an influence on and what you have been influenced by. Remember to always be kind, because you never know what someone else is going through. In a world full of individualism, I want you to think about who it is that you can be for someone else. In a world full of followers, be a leader. In a world full of people who want to be something other than themselves, be genuine. I need you to understand that there will always be someone looking to you as an example of what to do. You are inspiring someone right now, just being you. Take time to reflect on who you are, set goals for who you wish to become, and work towards that every day. Each and every last one of us has a purpose here, and I wish you all the best in finding what it is. Furthermore, my class of 2020, keep this in mind for yourself every day. Use your talents, and the mark will follow. Anything valuable in life that creates change requires risk. So make that call to that one summer intern gig if that's what it is. When are you going to take that chance, class of 2020? Take that chance that actually makes you happy. Now, if you're sitting and you're thinking about what I have left you with, and you think that you should wait to do it, don't. Do it today. Because the problem with time is that everyone thinks they have enough of it. So instead of thinking you have time, think of right now as the right time. The question that I want to leave you with, class of 2020, is not what are your plans after graduation? No, that's too simple. My question for you all is, what are you going to do today to put you closer to your dreams tomorrow? I wish you all the best in this next phase of our lives. Congratulations to the class of 2020. You deserve it, and we made it.
We move forward with the rest of our lives, whatever that may bring. We will never forget the people who have made these last 4 years very special. And while these years have felt like forever, it seems like just yesterday that we were sitting in the spec gym on freshman day. We will certainly never forget these 4 honor marshals who helped us through some of the hardest times. I'd like to thank each one of you, as I know you 4 will continue to make East a great place to go each day for every one of your students. Thank you, Kent Wanabo, Alyssa Peloci, Eric Arnold, and Kimberly Bindle. Thank you all for everything you have done for the East High School graduating class of 2020.
And now the class of 2020 would like to introduce Mr. Amara, our elected keynote speaker, who everyone at school knows him by his nickname Speedy. He has coached both football and boys basketball and works as a multicultural services coordinator, leading our Black Student Union, and lets the student at East know that their voices matter. But most importantly, he is also an alumni of East himself. So without further ado, here's Mr. Amara.
Superintendent Jane Belmore, Chief of Schools Mike Hernandez, Principal Brendan Carney, students, staff, families, and friends. I thank you all for allowing me to be here with you today. I finally feel important. In light of the global pandemic and all of the cautious and preventative measures that have taken place, I am overwhelmed with joy that we can still share this moment together as we celebrate your accomplishments. It is a great privilege to address you on this day, your day. Savor this moment. For some of you, this is an experience you have experienced time and time again within your families. For others, you are the first in your family to earn a high school diploma. But for all of you, this achievement is special. Many of you I have known since I was a student at East, walking the same halls before graduating in 2011. I've experienced many of your same successes, like sneaking your way into a sold-out home basketball game. And I've also experienced similar hardships, like trying to overcome senioritis in the second semester. My years at East as a student and as an educator have come with life-changing interactions and relationships, like being a brother to Kalina Bentley, or working as an avid tutor to many of you, like the clever Melanie Yang and the vibrant Vanessa Obeya Ruiz. I've also been a coach to athletes like Devion Clay and Jack Tupta, and in turn, I've also coached against many of those same athletes. Sitting in the school store with Abby Jones and Monica Tapia Gutierrez, or even the glare that I get from Sadie Decora every day as she walks by me on her way to class. It is because of East High School that I've experienced these special moments. East High School is an extraordinary place. East is a microcosm of our country, diverse, filled with people of immense talent, people who fight to overcome trauma every day, people with hopes, people who dream of a better life, and people who will change the world. Graduates, that is the great legacy you come from. You come from a legacy of changing the world and changing the world with Eastside values. Whether it's the idea of a new Tower TV segment from Joseph Yang, or Alyssa Barber's Shark Tank-style business idea, or Reese Walters' lucrative idea on how teens can save money, these transformational ideas live in you. Greatness lives in you. Though we are experiencing unprecedented times, you are unprecedented people, ever-evolving people, living in a crazy world, embracing innovation and new approaches and new values. Although this is a crazy time, don't be afraid to be considered crazy. Chinese writer Wai He says, crazy people are considered mad by the rest of the society only because their intelligence isn't understood. So why not dream big? Why not think outside the box? Why not be the ones to create breakthrough technology and cures that move the world forward? Why not become a doctor or run for public office? East has prepared you to be different, to be innovative, to think critically, and to live the values of the East Side each and every day of your lives. Diversity and pride, we are the East Side. That motto is painted in the walls of our school building, represents our student body, but most importantly, represents who we are as Pergolders. Diversity, by definition, is displaying a great deal of variety, but I implore you to go a step beyond that. We don't call ourselves diverse because we have a number of races, religions, genders, political views, beliefs, and are home to nearly 30 different languages, all just simply coexisting within a common structure. No. To truly cohabitate requires a level of acceptance. For instance, I've accepted the fact that Miss Modal will probably play my Teach Me How to Peppy music video in her class for the remainder of her teaching career. In all honesty, being kind and accepting of our neighbors is who we are. Accepting one another and respecting each other's differences. And in turn, also accepting who you are as a person and the individual you will eventually become. But do not accept limitations on who you are and what you can become. As my speech concludes, and I look at this list of nearly 400 names who are about to enter the Alumni Club, it dawns on me how deeply I will miss you all as individuals and as a collective. You are a bright, eclectic, and resolute group, and you have made this school and this community better since the day you stepped foot in East High. And now, it's time for you to go make the world better. Class of 2020, congratulations, and good luck to you on all of your future endeavors. Never forget where you came from. East is life, life is good. Godspeed.
Interim Superintendent Dr. Jane Belmore, Chief of Schools Mike Hernandez, I hereby certify that the students before you, the Madison East class of 2020, have met all of the requirements for graduation as set forth in board policy and are ready to receive their high school diplomas from the Madison Metropolitan School District. It is with great pride that I present to you the Madison East High School graduating class of 2020.
Gabriella Obler-Rumpf. Derek Adams. Adam Agans. Ángel Alcántara Arvizu. Aliana Alston. Emily Alvarado Ruiz. Jackson Anderson. Jonathan Baena Gonzalez. Richard Baena Reyes. Alyssa Barber. Clay Barcelos. Vincent Barden. Channing Barnes. Benjamin Bauman. Maxwell Bauman. Vanessa Bello Ruiz. Kalina Bentley. Jamani Berg. Jovan Berry. Samantha Bessler. Karuna Bhatt. Michael Bird. Trey Bland. Ashanti Blackston.
Divyada Bokai.
Kahira Bonds Hunt. Thais Booker. Navaya Boston. Traynell Bowen. Rodney Bracey. Evan Brandt. Terrence Briggs. Alexia Brown. Stefan Brown. Tariana Brown. Zaria Brown. Nicholas Brundage. Eliana Bufford. Malcolm Butler. Caitlin Kane. Lucy Cameron. Xavier Campbell, Dennis Canay,
Jasmine Canales Ruiz,
LaQueen Carr,
Gilbert Carrillo Rosales,
Kelly Carroll, Dara Cassidy Jakite, Kai Cataneo,
Grace Cervantes, Joshua Cervantes,
Shantae Chambers, Odessa Chusid, Devion Clay, Egan Clexton, Rowan Cody, Kiwan Collins, Priscilla Concepcion, Brandon Connors,
Teresita Córdoba,
Jalen Corey,
Dulce María Coahuizo Aca, Brittany Cotepozzo,
Anna Courier, Christopher Curry,
Omar Dahaba, Abib Daniko, Lamin Dabo,
Benjamin Davis III, Sadie Decora,
Juan Carlos Delgado,
William DeVitt,
Mariam Diallo, Pauline Lowen Dewin,
Megan Dieter, Brandon Dixon, Kevin Jergu, Chevelle Dolphin, Brooke Doty, Leo Drace, Nelson Dresser, Aaliyah Dunn, Riley Duran, Dexter Amadeus Early, James Edison, Marianne Elbow, Harper Ellison Berg, Lauren Engel, Walter Entenmann, Sage Espinoza, Kaimana Estioco, D'Angelo Evans, Anna Evanson,
Kahinde Fadeli, Taiwo Fadeli,
Katie Fernandez, Jaden Fesci, Dylan Fleming,
Alexander Florencio Martinez, Brandon Florencio Martinez,
Shayla Flowers, Jordy Fweppy, Elias Fox Baker,
Eric Francisco Doroteo,
Sila Fritas, Richard Friedman, Tamia Fulton,
Camila Galarza,
Donzel Gamble,
Víctor García Tecalero,
Callie Garcia, Sean Garrity, Miki Glines, Tehran Golden,
Justin González Vázquez, Joan David González Rosales,
Juno Gonzalez, Devon Grant, Tanik Grant, Clarence Green, Timo Griffiths, Maya Gunmanson,
Melanie Guevara,
Sophie Gunlock, Jasmine Harper, Antonius Harris, Alana Harvey Williams, Christopher W. Hatfield, Jada Hawk, James Hayes, Cody Hellenbrand, Katie Henkel,
Maya Hall,
Carlos Hernández Murillo, Elise Hernández Natera, Richard Hernández,
Autumn Herring, Lydia Hester, Shatoya Hickman, Omenasia Hicks, Savannah Hill, Natalia Hilliard, Kathleen Hitz, Amelia Hoffman, Cariona Holmes,
Christopher Huerta,
Elliot Hughes, Christopher Hunt, Tiara Hurt,
Idrissa Haidara,
Jalonzo Jackson, Santana Jackson, Joshua Jacobson, Kianta James, Owen Jensen,
Haymanot Gergera,
Adia Johnson, Trevor Johnson, Abby Jones, Jalen Jones, Keontae Jones, Zaria Jones, Jalal Jar, Marcus Justice,
Khadija Kamara,
Krishna Kashian, Kylie Kavanaugh, Annika Kiekever, Mackenzie Kelly, Samuel Kern Steffen, Armani King, Louis Kingsleyan, Kirian Joseph Kopczynski, Kiana Langham Oliver,
Pedro Lara Salazar,
Corey Layton, Quen Mai Lee, Antonio Lee,
Jasper Lee,
Dejan Lemon Spivey,
Hunter Lemon, Levon Lewis, Dakota Lee, Alexander Lincoln, Lauren Liska, KK Little, Kunga Lodo, Samuel Letcher, Josephine Looper,
María del Carmen Lozada Jaramillo,
Sky Lucas,
Derek Litompo,
Zara Lyons, Xavier Madden, Wilson Mena, Bryce Malson, Jeremiah Mambula, Sydney Martz, Ben Mattis, Cade McCain, Avante McLean, Shanta McCurdy, Lydia McGowan, Kendrick McIntyre, Caleb McKinley, David McKinley, Noah Mercado, Zoe Meyer, Olive Mayrick, Molly Miller, Emmett Milligan, Gabriel Mims, Michelle Mims, Denia Mitchell,
Edgar Montes López, Jennifer Montes, David Mora,
Quanika Morgan, Andrew Morrow, Aliyah Muhammad,
Arnie Munguia Clawell, Crystal Murillo,
Armin Miadze, Juliana Nava,
Alex Navarrete,
Cashel Nelson,
Benjamin Nepomniachtchi, Maxwell Norman,
Stephanie Holguín González,
Emiliano Olivas, Janaya Oli, Caden Olson,
José Ortega de los Santos,
Bryn Aspie, Ashley Otten. Tyler Owen. Teresa Pape Asumu. Roberto Paredes.
Fasika Parantu.
Keziah Pash. Karina Patel. Eli Pateman. Kanisha Patterson. Olivia Penner. Tanae Perdue.
José Eliseo Pérez Vadillo. Steven Pérez Cuaue.
Angelina Perez. Fernando Perez. Garrett Perkins. Unique Payton. Grace Petrushka. Silas Pipson. Owen Pitts.
Enrique Pluma Serrano.
Annabelle Poor. Hayden Pounders. Rosalie Powell. Mark Prado. James Prufert. Samia Pruitt. Jordan Puccio. Joshua Huyeli. John Purnell.
Michelle Ramos.
Antoine Ramsey. Elizabeth Redeman. Theodore Rame. Malachi Retman.
Nancy Reyes Temosigui.
Mason Ring. Trishawn Robinson.
José Rocha.
Ariana Rodriguez. Xander Rodriguez. Philip Rowe.
Luz Elena Rojas Hernández.
Tranesha Rolak. Daisha Romero.
Ana Rosas Ruiz.
Cosette Rosenthal. Lauriuno Ross. Denaria Rowe. Maxwell Rubin. Alexander Russell. Carl Sabroff. Mariana Sanchez.
Mustafa Sar.
Kazan Sapo. Sophia Schachter. Benjamin Schneider. Nina Schott. Mairead Schussler.
Gabe Sepúlveda.
Maverick John Servillon. Michael Seymour. Olivia Siebert. Lexi Skidmore. Poppy Smallman. Jaden Smith.
Cassandra Solano Ramos.
Pitsana Suvanasan. Elijah Sowell. Mustafa Staniskai. Hunter Starr. Karen Stewart. Summer Stricker. Ruby Sutherland Sovereign. Mackenzie Swenson. Aaliyah Sievertson.
Kadi Tal. Mónica Tapia Gutierrez.
Shaquan Taylor.
Rachel Temosiwi Navarro. José Tercero.
Benjamin Terranova.
Chỉ Yang Tho. Delvin Tho. Gilmani Tho. Michael Tho. Shua Tho. Shua Tho.
Kamante Thomas. Sabrina Thorson.
Juan Esteban Tolosa Pozo. Santiago Tolosa Pozo. Abigail Toski Tecuanhuehue.
Abraham Traore Flores. Jack Tupta.
Brian Va. Phu Va. Maya Va.
Mateo Vargas Núñez. Ana Vargas. Jan Venegas Sosa. Angel Villaseñor Manjarres. Stephanie Villeda Villatoro.
Latasia Fines. Anastasia Vonkoth. Zinnia Voss.
Gohan Vu.
Kiavian Walker. Dadriana Walls. Brianna Walsh. Jaden Walsvik. Reese Walters. Anthony Washington. Aiden Waters. Caitlin Wayne. Esther Wells Byers. Marcus Williams.
Marvin Williams.
Amarie Wills. Mangan Wolf Garvin. Avi Wolfgram. Esta Woloba. Audrey Wood. Michael Worthy.
Ángel Gabriel Montes. Romario Shelwa Morales.
Bao Xiong. Yang Zhong Xiong,
Zoe Yandel,
Nzi Ya, Joseph Ya, Melanie Ya,
Stephanie Zaranana,
Fanta Zongo,
Jonathan Zúñiga Atonal,
The moving of the tassel simply represents one step in the process to completing our education, not the end to it. Although we cannot celebrate together in person, that does not diminish the importance of this accomplishment. Quarantine is just another obstacle in our lives and has only made us stronger. I'm so proud of how much we have all grown as not only human beings, but also as students. We have a lifetime of adventures yet to come across and many dreams and goals still to be accomplished. Please join Rachel and I in moving the tassel from the right side to the left, symbolizing the end of high school and the beginning of the rest of our lives.
El movimiento de la borla simplemente representa un paso en el proceso de completar nuestra educación, no el final. Aunque no podemos celebrar juntos, eso no disminuye la importancia de este logro. La cuarentena es otro obstáculo en nuestras vidas, pero solo nos ha hecho más fuertes. Estoy muy orgullosa de lo mucho que hemos crecido, no solo como estudiantes, sino como seres humanos. Tenemos una vida de aventuras por descubrir y muchos sueños y metas aún por lograr. Únanse a Elliot y a mí para mover la borla del lado derecho al lado izquierdo, simbolizando el final de la escuela preparatoria y el comienzo del resto de nuestras vidas. Clase de 2020, lo logramos.
Class of 2020. As of this moment, you are now officially graduates of East High School. We commend you on your hard work, and we know that you will continue to represent the East Side with pride, and that no matter how far you go, you will always remember where you came from. We also congratulate your families, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and cousins, anyone who helped our graduates to get here. This is your achievement too. One day, we will all get together in person, and we will party. Until then, graduates, enjoy this. With those who are closest to you, you deserve it. From East High School in Madison, thank you all for celebrating with us, and have a great night.
Second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. So the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
Hey, East High School class of 2020. I'm Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, and I just want to take a moment to congratulate you on your commencement today. Now, I know that the last 2 to 3 months have been challenging and stressful, and this isn't necessarily the commencement ceremony that you hoped or wished for. You've had to grow up much faster than many other generations, but with each day that you stayed home and endured these challenges, you haven't just kept yourself, your family, and your community safe. You've grown stronger and more resilient in the process. You've made it through these hardships, so I have no doubt that you'll continue to be successful as you move on in life. So continue to be focused on your goals and let your passions guide the way. Congratulations again. I hope you all stay safe as you celebrate your many accomplishments.
Thank you, graduates, friends, family, faculty, and staff, for joining News 3 Now and Channel 3000 for this special celebration, Class of 2020, born to make history.
No matter what the color of your skin is, we all have to be part of this.
It is a time that we hear people out who are offering up solutions.